Okay, guys, so how has the Philippines changed my life? Somebody asked me how the Philippines has changed my life. I've been here for 7 months from the United States, and I think right off the top, financial freedom is right there at the top of the list. When you're in the Philippines, if you have a little chunk of money or you have some income coming in, you're really not going to be in those kind of situations where you're kind of racing the clock to make your rent or mortgage, or you're just experiencing that massive monthly nut, as they call it, that you have to accumulate. In the Philippines, your expenses are going to be maybe 20% of they were. In America, I needed to make $5,000 a month in order to really have any quality of life at all. My rent alone was about $2,000 with utilities. I had a foreign car that needed 91 octane gas. I needed to insure that car. That car always needed expensive repairs, issues with the tires and rims. Going out to eat at an all-you-can-eat sushi place that wasn't even the greatest went from $20 to $40. There was just so many different things that just to even have a decent quality of life, not a big shot, not a big deal, not a drinker, not a, out at the bar every night, or a, big star, but, you're looking at 50 grand minimum, certainly, which is, 4,000 and change every month, just to kind of, be able to go out to eat, or, you take someone else out to eat, that's $80, even at, not a Nobu or anything. So just financial freedom. You can live here as a single man. You may not want to, or you want to have the budget to go beyond that, but you can literally live for $1,000. You might end up at 1,500, if you have money, and you can go either way with your budget. There's months you could spend $950, especially if you're in a situation like me where your rent is 14,000 pesos a month, which is, $259 or something. You're well under 400, even if you get a high electric bill. So that would leave you with essentially $20 a day every day of your life. Some days you may stay home, some days you may be out and about, but that money rolls over to the next day if you don't spend that 20. And with 20 a day, you can go to a, nice place to eat and get a Starbucks and whatever it is that you need in life. So just financial freedom, just right off the top. The second thing would be slowing down. I was always a go businessman, super important, not really important, but, feeling important, walking fast, trying my hardest to, make as much money as I can, close as many deals as I possibly could. Just the guy that was just on 10 all the time, staring at his phone, trying to make X amount of dollars that day. So basically, you notice here, whether you're in BGC or you're in Boracay Island or wherever you are, that essentially people are walking at less than half of the pace that you walk, literally. Whether they're rich people in BGC or they're people that are just trying to do the best they can to make a living in a province like Boracay, away from the water or whatever. So slowing down, you have to learn to do that, and that can take you months to do, to be honest. Even I'm still trying to master it 7 months in. But, slowing down is good for you. It's gonna, lower your blood pressure, kind of take a deep breath and live that semi-retired life. So slowing down right off the top. Your health. Basically, you will notice that the slowing down and the no longer, if you're one of those guys that was on the hamster wheel, living essentially paycheck to paycheck, wondering if you were going to make it that month. Not that I always was, but there was times in my life when I was, where you're kind of wondering, am I, a few days before your bills are due, maybe you come up with that money. There was many years that I lived scared like that. I wasn't living like that recently, but in my 30s or my 20s or something, when I was having a tough time with my business or something, there's literally times like that when you come up with the money on the 28th to pay the rent on the 1st, and you just kind of, you don't sleep well. You're kind of just have that higher stress level from, worrying, am I going to make it? When you don't have rich parents, or you're not just $1 million in the bank or something, you're literally just shuffling through that paycheck to paycheck or deal to deal life if you have your own business. And a lot of people quietly live like that, or they live in tremendous credit card debt to try to keep up with the Joneses, or have that BMW or Mercedes payment, or whatever the case may be. friendly people. I think that in America, we lost the friendliness at some point. I don't know if it was, 40 years ago or really certainly in the last decade. It's just not a friendly environment anymore. You can go out and you might get one good morning, whereas here you might get 12. It's just a different vibe here. You'll have random conversations with strangers, your neighbors, the lady at Starbucks, or people will help you for no reason. It's just a different thing. Now, am I saying it's all sunshine and roses and it's perfect and there's no bad people? No, that doesn't exist anywhere. It's going to be what it's going to be. But you just notice an overall friendly vibe of smiling and making the best of things, and people really wanting to know you, and just being, it's just a friendly culture that you're kind of be surprised by. You'll get tons of good mornings, tons of random smiles, tons of random conversations, for no reason at all. Not even people, trying to date you or trying to do this or that, but just an overall friendly vibe. So on top of that, the beautiful beaches like this. This is Boracay Island. This is the most beautiful island in Asia. Has won that over and over again. Best island in Asia. Palawan has won as well. This will really, taking these walks in the morning, walking, miles to Starbucks or from Station 3 to 1 or Bulabog or wherever you go, that's kind of therapeutic to you, Breathing this clean air after being in the United States and cities or being in Manila or something will really, really make you feel good, make you feel healthy. Waking up and exercising every day, riding your bicycle, windsurfing, diving, any of the activities that you can get into out here, and just these beautiful turquoise waters and this clean air. It's something about the clean air. Even after being in Manila or living in Los Angeles or Vegas, the air is just so clean here. The sand is just so white, the water is so turquoise. It's just really something that you have to experience. I think all of that stuff put together and many other things kind of just lends to your absolute overall happiness. When you're breathing clean air, you're exercising, you're in semi-retirement mode, you're not racing the clock, you don't have any money worries at all because you have, X amount of years of money saved and stuff like that. You're kind of in a situation where you're not really stressing, you're not having sleepless nights, you're not trying to make rent, you're not worried about, this or that. You're just in a situation where you get to kind of enjoy your life, wake up and go, what am I going to do today? Do I want to ride my bicycle? Do I want to walk on the beach for 10 miles? What exactly is my goal for the day? And then you get to kind of just do that. You don't have to worry about, oh, I got to go work, I got to do this, I got to take a side job, I got to take a second job, I got, my car broke down and I need to repair it for that much. Most people don't even have cars out here. Most people have a scooter, or they just take trikes or Grab. Grab's 10% of the price of Uber. So just the financial weight being lifted off your shoulders just kind of works wonders and will really, really kind of give you a sense of peace and, just lower your stress level, lower your blood pressure, lower your overall feeling of well-being and just your overall happiness level. So money is one of the biggest reasons why people break up in relationships, why people stress, why people get diseases and stuff, is stressing about money. If you don't have it, you're always worried about it. If you're on that hamster wheel, paycheck to paycheck, Groundhog Day, that's just a never-ending cycle of worry and barely scraping together, trying to borrow money, trying to get your, like I said, you finally come up with your rent on the 30th and it's due the next day. Just the overall financial hardships that people go through. So really just slowing down, getting your health together. You have time to really get your health together out here. You can focus on your fitness. You can focus on your diet. You don't have to worry about money if you come over here with a little chunk of change, or you can find a way to make $1,000 or $2,000. So all of that stuff just has led me to be a much happier person. And that's how the Philippines has changed my life in 2022 and 2023. I just feel at peace and happy on these beautiful white sand shores with the turquoise water, and just in this different economy with the more friendly people, and just all of those things have really just changed my overall happiness level. So hopefully you guys can come here on a discovery trip and check it out. It may not be for everybody, but I think for most of us men that are single, that aren't leaving young children behind and stuff, I think it's the perfect solution. So like, comment, subscribe, share the video, and sana all.